Good day, Dwayne here, PhoenixTypewriter.com. We're going to show a little bit about type alignment and shift motion on a vintage manual typewriter here. Let's pull this camera out a little bit. So we've got an old Smith Corona that we reworked here, and it is a little bit more worn out than some of these we find, but we're going to try to make this a little better. Definitely noticed the type alignment was off. About 5 characters were far enough out of whack that it was worth trying to fix those a little bit, even though most of the trouble with this machine is it's just worn down. I'll show you what I mean, especially when it comes to type alignment. So the A we're having some trouble with. It was the furthest out of whack, but if you go up here and put it through the guide, you can see the movement here. You can see the movement on the top of the bar, that face. It's just probably more than it should be. All of them are doing it, which means it's probably worn out right here. Well, this one's not bad. The ones in the center are probably not as bad as the extremities. Let's try this one. Yeah, look at the movement on that. Not much you're going to be able to do that, but that makes a big difference in consistency of print. The other thing, it's got 2 other problems. The shift motion is off here, so the S capitals are sitting a little higher than the lowercase. And then we're going to try to adjust, see how the top of the M is light, and even the top of the H, the L, the T. This is a little out of whack. I don't know exactly why it got out of whack, but I know how to fix it. So what we're going to do is lower the whole basket. See this basket right here? We're going to, when we adjust the shift up and down, we're going to actually adjust the home position and lower it a little bit. When it gets lower, it's going to hit the curvature of the platen more even, and it's going to print that M better. So what we're going to want to do is lower the shift, uppercase, a little further than the lowercase. So let's start on that. And Smith Coronas are pretty basic. They, all the way up to 1980, they pretty much have the same stops right here, up and down. This one is lowercase, stop, and this one is uppercase. You can just press it and see it stops. So we're going to let that, we want it to come down further, so let's back this adjustment out here a little bit. So we just need to loosen the nut here. And we'll just take a guesstimate on how much out to bring this. We'll probably have to readjust it. Let's see, 1. I'm going to go 2 full out. Seems like a lot, but we can always bring her back. And while I'm at it, I know the lowercase is going to need adjustment, so might as well give that a little bit while we're at it. And that also looks like it needs to go in, which makes it come down further. So let's hold that nut and turn the screw in. And let's not go 2 turns, let's go 1.5. So it's a little bit compensate for that other part of adjustment here. Okay, let's tighten this up a little and give it a little, see what happens here. Let's take a look and see what happened. And it looks like uppercase is high, but it looks good. So let's just bring the lowercase up. So let's take the lowercase adjustment just below and let it go up a little higher. So that would be the screw out about a 1/2 turn. Let's try that. Make it up a little bit. So we want these two to be even Steven here. Capital, lowercase. That's pretty darn close. I might have went a little too far. But I think that's much better. Let's take a sample to what we had. Okay. Okay, upper first line there, type alignment is, oh, it's better. See that? You can see the tops of the letter, the M, the T. Okay, pretty good. Yeah, looking good. Okay, that's his shift motion, upper and lowercase, plus completely, repositioning the whole basket to take care of that M. And the other, that brings it down, like I said, for the curvature of the platen. So that's all right. Not much I'm going to be able to show on camera about type alignment, but I'll show the tools needed. Your duckbill pliers are part of your adjustment tool, plumbing plier, bender, peener. These are what you might need to adjust type bars. And in particular, this letter A needed so when you bring these bars up, if you want it to go, if you need the letter to go down a little, you would use this in this direction here. This would force the bar to bend downward, and you would squeeze it. You put it right here and squeeze it, and that's going to bring the bar downward. If you need it to go up, you would reverse this tool and do it the opposite way. And if you look at that, it's going to force that to bend upward. That's one way to get up and down on your type alignment. I've already, like I said, adjusted those, and it's kind of hard to do on camera, but that's what it would take. There's also a tool here. You would use the peener, possibly to peen this metal, and also do some fine-tune adjustments. Also, you could take your duckbill pliers, and if the face isn't hitting the paper flat, you can take this and bend it a little this way, bend it a little this way, and I'm talking just a little, or this way, or this way. It's very fine adjustments, and you can make things worse much faster than making things better if you're not careful. And like I said, to do it on camera, it took me about a half hour to work a couple 5 letters, so I'm not going to show that part, but I did show the motion adjustments, which are pretty simple, and I'm going to go ahead and tighten these up while I'm here. And tighten the nuts up in it. Tighten those up because they're about right. And that's our short video of the day on some basic type alignment on an old Corona we have here. That's definitely a lot better. So that whole alignment process. So it's all part of the alignment process of a manual or any typewriter. You have a nice day. We'll talk to you later. Good day.